So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
Hey guys, it is Baby Kendall from Patches by. Welcome to a brand new Clash of Clans video, and this is going to be the return of a series that I have not done on the channel for quite a while now, and that I know you guys love. And this is going to be the base explanation series where I show a base design and I explain all the concepts of it, and if you guys want you can copy the base, but the main point of these videos are to teach people what makes a good base, and you know, the good parts of base design, and how to choose a base design, how to make your own base design even a bit. So hope you guys enjoy this base design, hope you guys enjoy the video, and leave a like down below if you are excited for the return of this series, because I know I have not done one of these base videos for like 2 months now or something like that. So I'm glad I am finally able to return to it, and we're gonna start out with this base design right here in this video. This is actually my personal base design that I made myself, and I've been using for, I'd say, like 4 months now. Ever since I got to Town Hall 9, really, I've been using this base, and I did make it, like I said, all by myself. I sort of took some inspiration from an enemy war base design like really long time ago, but most of the base was done by myself, so I am pretty proud of that. And this is the whole design right here. I'm going to zoom all the way out, so now is the time to copy down the base if you would like, but I would suggest that you guys stay tuned for me to explain the entire base and explain all the concepts. And hopefully you guys will be convinced that this is a good base design, because I definitely do think it is. The reason I'm showing my very own base design, usually I wouldn't do that. Usually I would show some base design that someone else made that I would just build up real quick to show you guys. But this is actually my personal base that I made myself, like I said. And the reason I'm giving it out to you guys is because I've decided to retire this base design. Because I've used it for, like I said, 4 months already, and it's been a really long time. And this base is just like a little bit too old for me, I guess. I want to try out new designs and not just stick with this one design my whole Town Hall 9 career. So I have decided to retire this base, and instead of just like removing all and just building some other base, I decided to give it to you guys. So if you guys are looking for a Town Hall 9 war base, you have one right here. Also, yeah, this base was built a long time ago, so things have changed in the Town Hall 9 meta, and this base isn't as effective as it was quite a while back. But that doesn't mean this base design is bad. It's still very good, and it still defends attacks, but it's just that it's like 4 months old. So yeah, especially in my clan where we're near the top level of wars, not at the top level, but near the top level, we usually face some pretty good clans that can tear the space apart. But if you guys are in a more casual war clan, or even just any 3-star war clan that doesn't do constant arranged wars all the time and stuff, this base is actually very good. It served me well. I'm definitely proud of it for it defending so many attacks. And yeah, anyways, let's get right into the base concept. So we're going to start off with this centralized clan castle right here. You can see it is completely unlurable, not only just by one hog or one giant, but also by like the guy will have to use at least 3 hogs in order to take out a defense first, and then lure the CC, or it might even be more than that. Looking at the base right now, I don't really see any spots, to be honest, where the attacker could just drop 3 hogs, take out 1 defense, and move on and be able to lure the CC. Because even from this mortar right here, they take out the mortar, they go to the archer tower, and I'm not too sure if the hogs will be able to reach that CC. I don't think they will. And everywhere else looks pretty secure. You can see where this mortar is, the one on the left right here. The hogs will actually go up to this cannon and not lure the CC. So a CC is extremely unlurable, and that really helps. So that's why the recommended CC for this base would be something that can actually pack in a lot of damage, not something like a golem or a lava hound, because you know, that's sort of useless. but something that packs in a lot of DPS, such as a dragon or baby dragon or Valks in the CC. So I CC, so it's really your pick, but any of those will work as long as it's not a golem or a lava hound or something useless like I don't know, a healer or something, which I'm sure everyone knows not to put in their war CC, but yeah, anything will work as long as it has high damage per second and a reasonable health. So yeah, that's a CC, so that's obviously very important, like I said. And this queen chamber right here is pretty decent as well. The queen clearly won't hop any of the walls. She's secure inside this compartment. And yeah, so the queen is offset down there, and there's this mini dead zone in the center of the base that'll sort of prevent the attacker from going from this compartment up here directly down to the queen, like across the base type of attack. The Valks or whatever will usually route around to one of these compartments right there, and it'll be harder to get the queen. Now, next thing I want to talk about is the air defenses, because it's something that I am relatively proud of about this base design, because back in the day when I first created this base design, lots of base designs didn't have that good air defense placement, and obviously, I mean, all the air defenses were anti-queen walk and stuff, but the problem was you could easily do a queen charge or something like that and take out 2 air defenses really easily, and in most bases back then. But the thing about this base is that the air defenses are so spread apart that it's really hard for a queen to go in there and get more than 1 air defense on a queen charge. So yeah, that's what I really like about this base. You can see no matter where the attacker starts from, it'll be hard to get 2 air defenses at once. And I mean, yeah, it'll just be pretty hard unless the attacker drops like 2 rage spells or something like. It's not really the best value anyways. So yeah, I'm really proud of that feature for this base design. And yeah, another thing good about the spread out air defenses is that it's good for Laloon too, because if all the air defenses are in like one, like really close to each other, then the attacker can do something like go Valo and easily drop back on loons, but it's good against that. And yeah, like I said, I'm really proud of this base because it really just encourages a cold-blooded Laloon, which is less effective than a shattered Laloon, because if you can take 2 air defenses out and then send in your air kills, send in your air attack with lava hounds and balloons, that's going to be more effective than just taking out 1 air defense and the queen, and having 3 air defenses left for your lava hounds and balloons to get through. Now moving on, let's go ahead and talk about this test farm right here, because this is a very good test farm in my opinion. First of all, it's well hidden. It's not like there's a wall around this Tesla farm that'll make it obvious for people to figure out that there's a Tesla farm here. It is pretty well hidden, so if I actually go ahead and just go to the scout view and zoom out for a sec, you can see like no one is really gonna for 100% expect a Tesla farm right here, especially on a first attack. No one's really gonna see that. So it's a nice little hidden Tesla farm right here, and also the Teslas are spread out enough so that even balloons under rage cannot take out 2 Teslas at the same time. Because if you have your Teslas just clumped up one next to each other, like if this Tesla was right on top of this giant bomb right there, that wouldn't be a good thing, because balloons, when they're under rage, they can actually take out 2 Teslas that are right next to each other at once in certain cases. So like if the attacker has a rage spell and drops it on the top of his balloons and the Teslas are clumped up, then like just that's like a couple shots and the balloons take out all 3 Teslas, and that's not a good sign for you as the defender. So these Teslas are spaced out just enough so that balloons cannot take out more than 1 Tesla with a single drop, even under rage spell. Also, these wizard towers are covering the Tesla farm, so while the balloons, I mean, yeah, there's just a lot of DPS right here, and the Tesla farm is not in range of any air defense, which is another good thing for anti-air, because the balloons will be the ones traveling to this Tesla farm, and they'll be having to deal with the sweeper if they're coming from the top right there, which most attackers actually end up doing and they'll have to deal with 2 wizard towers, and obviously the air bombs right here, and the air bombs right here, and the 3 Teslas right here. That's a lot of damage, and balloons will really have a hard time getting through that Tesla farm, and that's a good thing to see as the defender. So that's for the anti-air of the Tesla farm. We're going to get into the anti-ground features of the Tesla farm later, but we're going to start off with the rest of the anti-air features, which will be the air traps. So there's the seeking air mines and the air bombs, and I already showed you guys the air bombs. The 4 of them are right here, and they're in strategic locations away from the air defenses, so the lava hounds don't trigger them, and instead the balloons trigger them. That's what you want. And the seeking air mines are placed near the air defenses so that the lava hounds do target them, and the balloons miss out on the seeking air mines, because you want the seeking air mines to be hitting the lava hounds, not the balloons. You want the air bombs to be hitting the balloons, not the lava hounds. So it all works out pretty well in this base design. And you can see 1 seeking air mine is down here, and the reason I did that was because some people like to do this thing called suicide dragons, where you drop 2 dragons and you rage them up, and they just go into this compartment right here and quickly take out the queen. And my base is like half vulnerable to it. There's an air defense right here sort of protecting things, but I mean, I just put a seeking air mine here just in case, because seeking air mines can severely damage dragons, and especially with the help of this air defense right here, the dragons usually won't be able to actually take out the queen, so that's a failed suicide dragon mission if they do try to do that. That's pretty much it as far as anti-air stuff goes on this base. Oh, another thing, there's Troll Tesla in the corner. If you guys didn't see that at the beginning, I just put it here because, like, to be honest, I didn't really know where else to put the Tesla, so I just put it in the corner of the base, and it actually works out sometimes because the attacker like destroys the entire base, and there's this 1 Tesla over here, and all the balloons and stuff head over here, and it's just a waste of time, I guess, for the attacker. And it works for both like balloons and ground troops like hog riders, but it just works even better on balloons because the balloons are so slow and they'll take forever to get over here, and then once they get over here they have to go all the way back to the base and start taking out all these buildings for cleanup, so that's just a hassle for the attacker to deal with. And yeah, that's why this Troll Tesla works very nicely. Alright, so like I said, that's it for anti-air. We're going to move on to anti-ground now, which is going to be about anti-hog features and some anti-valk features as well. This base was not really designed to defend against bowlers, just because that in the time that this design was actually built, bowlers were not even a thing in the game yet. I mean, I think they were released, but they used to be 8 housing space each, and now they're 6. So back in the day, no Town Hall 9 really brought bowlers in the CC, and no one even used bowlers at all. So it wasn't even an issue for a Town Hall 9 attacker to even consider defending against. So I didn't really put any consideration into anti-bowlers. But that's okay. It doesn't mean this is a bad design. It could still work. I mean, I've seen this base defend HGHB before. So yeah, it still works, but just not like really any specific features to defend bowlers. Anyways, get back to the focus. We're going to be talking about the anti-hog features first. So first thing when you think of anti-hog is you think of the double giant bombs, and there's 2 sets of double giant bombs in this base. There's a set right here, double set, and there's a set right here. Both these sets are very, very good in my opinion, because both of them are very hidden. You see, I didn't really put the average double bomb spot. Like, anyone would expect a double giant bomb to be in between this expo and the wizard tower. I mean, that's your average spot that everyone would expect, especially like more beginner attackers. But I put the double bombs in very strategic locations. You can see this diagonal set right here is extremely worked extremely well, because attack, like, almost no one is going to be expecting it here on the first attack. So the hogs travel from this set of defense to the air sweeper. Both these giant bombs will actually trigger because the hogs will hop over the wall like around this area, and the giant bombs have a big enough diameter for them to actually trigger, and that means the hogs will be bacon because both the bombs will go off at the same time. Same goes if the attacker comes from this side. goes to the air sweeper and then hops across to the air defense. It works the same way, and I've tested this feature plenty of times in wars and friendly challenges and stuff, so I know that these double bombs trigger at the same time, like 95% of the time. The only time they don't is if something weird happens and like something happens with the AI, or something happens with certain defenses being taken out or not being taken out, or something like that. But yeah, 95% of the time this set will work, and it's very good. Like I said, especially on a first attack, no one will expect it here, so they'll just like drop all their hogs and suddenly boom, they're all dead due to this really nice sneaky double bomb set that I put in on the left side of the base. And now on the right side of the base, really spread out from the other set, which once again is a good thing because you don't want both of your double bomb sets really close to each other, because that means the attacker can use one kill squad and take out both double bomb sets very easily. So you don't want that. You want them spread out, and I think I did a pretty good job spreading out the double bomb sets in this base. So the other double bomb set is right here between these Teslas. And to someone who never saw this type of setup before, you might think that this set won't work because there's 3 Teslas right here, and usually you've always been taught that there should be 2 defenses with double set between them and no other defenses near that double bomb set, and usually that's true. But in a case like this, these double bombs will actually work in what's called a 3-way double bomb set. So this double bomb set will work in 3 ways, and I actually explained this concept in one of my Town Hall 8 base building videos, actually base explanation video. It was the one with the triple way double giant bomb. That it's in one of my previous videos, so go check that out if you haven't already. But anyways, it's pretty much saying that no matter from where the hogs come from, whether it's from this Tesla or this Tesla or this Tesla, when they'll always trigger the double bomb set. So for example, they come from up here to the wizard tower, then from the archer tower, then to this Tesla, and they go down to either this Tesla or this Tesla. It really depends on the angle they come in from. They'll still trigger both these giant bombs because the trigger range of the giant bombs are big enough so that they'll actually both trigger and take out the hogs. If the hogs come around this side, they're probably going to go to this Tesla, so that means both these will also trigger. If they go from here to here, they'll also both trigger at the same time. It works with Teslas because the Teslas are only a 2x2 defense, so it actually ends up working quite nicely. And it's a really good sneaky double bomb, once again, because it's hidden not in a conventional spot that anyone would expect, but a nice hidden set with all 3 Teslas right here. And it's also the Tesla farm. So another good thing about this is that when the attacker sees a Tesla farm, the usual first thing that they're going to do is just drop a heal spell for his hogs. So let's just say his hogs are coming in from the top, they get to this wizard tower and boom, this Tesla pops, and they come down a bit and this Tesla pops as well. The first instinct will be to, okay, I'm going to drop a heal spell on top of these 3 Teslas, right? Now the problem with that is the hogs will go from this Tesla down to either this Tesla or this Tesla, and both the giant bombs will blow up. That means all the hogs are bacon, and that means it's a waste heal spell, because remember, with double bombs, no matter how many heal spells you drop, no matter how much pre-healed your hogs are, no matter that, your hogs will always die. So yeah, it'll be a wasted heal spell for the attacker if the attacker does decide to drop a heal spell right here, which most people will, because that's the first thing you think of when you see a Tesla farm. It'll actually be wasted because the hog will die anyways, so it's not like the heal spell will really benefit anything at all. Also, the expos are set to ground, so that obviously helps just anti-hog features a bit. And the spring traps, another thing I would like to talk about. There are 2 spring trap farms in this base, and you may or may not have heard this term before, but it's sort of like a Tesla farm where you group up more than 1 spring trap. So in the case of spring traps, spring trap farms usually just consist of 2 spring traps, because after 2, like if you put 4 spring traps in one place, a lot of the times the spring traps might actually not get the full value out of it. So it's usually just best to put 2 in pairs, and that's what I did right here and up here. So these will actually take out 6 hogs each, and that's a huge value for the defender, because 6 hogs out of these spring traps, 6 hogs out of this pair of spring traps, that's a lot of hogs, and the attacker usually won't expect 2 spring traps in one place. So let's say they drop like 12 hogs right here, they go to this cannon, boom, half his hogs are just gone right there. So, and same up here too. And these spring traps, not just these, but also this one right here and this one right here, they're all placed in good places so that it's not on the outer ring of the base. Because if it's on the outer ring, let's say the spring trap was between this archer tower and the cannon, sometimes the spring trap won't work because the attacker can just drop 3 hogs on each defense. They both go down at the exact same time, and the spring trap in the middle won't even trigger. But in this base, spring traps are in like the inner layer of defenses, sort of, but still quite close to the outside, because that's what you want. You want your spring traps to be near the outside, but not too much on the outside. And it actually works out really nicely at taking out hogs, and these spring traps work most of the time, if not all of the time. Yeah, last thing, just these skeleton traps. They're both on ground, if you guys haven't seen, and they just help take out hogs, especially this one right here. In this Tesla farm and all this, the attacker will almost always drop a heal in this area, and like I said before, this double bomb set right here will easily take out any group of hogs, no matter what level, as long as your giant bombs are decently upgraded, like level 2 or above. They should even take out max hogs, no matter if they're pre-healed, no matter how many heal spells the person drops, no matter how many hogs there are, they will all die due to these double bombs. Yeah, that's pretty much it for anti-hog features. I mean, obviously there's stuff like hog pathing, plenty of possible double giant bomb spots, which is another good thing, and stuff like that. But now let's move on to some anti-Valk features. Now there's not too much I can say about anti-Valk, but what I can say is that a CC really works well against anti-Valks, because this unlurable CC, if there's something like a baby dragon in there and the queen moves off outside the base, or does something wrong, the baby dragon or even the dragon in the clan council can really deal heavy damage on those Valks, and these Valks move relatively slowly through the base. So I mean, the dragon or the baby dragon can do heavy damage on those Valkyries, especially if the attacker's queen goes off outside the base, or takes a walk or something like that. Really good for you as the defender to watch those Valkyries just get taken out by whatever is in your clan castle. And that's another reason why I said you want something with a lot of DPS in your clan castle, because it can really take out those Valkyries much easier. Now that's pretty much it for what I'd like to say about this base, but one thing I would like to note is that through all the wars that I've ever been in, and I've used this base for, I'd say 99.99% of the attacks done on this base, even including friendly challenges, are all from the bottom of the base near this Queen Island. The guy will usually drop 2 golems down here, and another good thing about this base I forgot to mention is these mortars. They sort of pull the golems off to the side, so like this bunch of attackers just drop a golem near this gold collector, and they actually end up the golem actually ends up trailing off to this mortar and just easily gets taken out by the expo and the arch tower and the cannon and all this stuff over there. Yeah, anyways, 99.99% of the attacks on this base are from the bottom, and I don't know why. I mean, I would probably attack from the bottom too, but I don't know why. Still, I don't understand almost every single attack. I've only seen one attack so far that's not coming from the bottom. Every attack comes from the bottom. They usually drop a jump spell somewhere in this area where these walls are, or an earthquake spell, or something like that. Almost every attack does that, if not all the attacks. So that's just something to keep in mind. So that's why I put a bunch of small bombs down here and some storage down here to try to stall up the attacker. But I think it's, and yeah, it's also why I put the double bomb sort of away from this area where the Queen Island is, and away from this area too, where all the kill squad troops will have to go, because over here there's a dead zone. So I sort of kept the double bombs up here and like over here so that it's harder for the attacker to get to those double bomb slots, especially if he doesn't have any Valkyries and he just has a Goho or something. It'll be harder to get this double bomb spot, and probably impossible to get this double bomb spot, which is why those double bombs are so effective and I'm so proud of them. Anyways, let's zoom out of this base once more. That will wrap it up for this video, guys. I do hope you guys enjoyed this base design. I know I definitely enjoyed it. For the 4 or so months I've used it, it's really served me well. It's really done a great job of defending attacks, and I'm really proud of it. But I finally do think that it's time to retire this base, and for me to start using new base designs, because the meta has changed, with now bowlers being one of the top troops used in Town Hall 9 attacks, because you can bring 5 of them in the CC. So yeah, I do hope you guys enjoy this base, and if you do like it, like I said, make sure to drop a like, and even drop a comment if you have to add something or something like that. And yeah, until next time, I will see you guys later. Make sure to subscribe for more content. I have lots of Clash of Clans content on my channel, so go check that all out. And make sure to subscribe if you enjoy my content, and show me support, because every like, every comment, every subscribe matters to me. So thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.